I feel like the energy is really cleansing anyway here because there's just loads of rain. But doesn't hurt. Thanks for being here. Got reading for you guys. Got channel song. Get you drinks. I've got my home roasted Brazilian coffee. That's cold now. But it's caffeinated and I can tolerate it more than the shop bought. I don't know why I couldn't say that. Anyway, the channel song is Calvin Harris and Rihanna. I think it's called This Is What You Came For. Yeah, it's called This Is What You Came For. But I haven't heard that song in ages again. I don't know why I keep getting these really old songs. Maybe because I don't listen to the radio and stuff anymore, so I don't really know what's about these days. But I didn't really listen to this song at the time when it came out either, to be honest. Yeah, baby, this is what you came for. Lightning strikes every time she moves. Everybody's watching her, but she's looking at you. That one, yeah. So like, I think the very obvious interpretation of that is like there's a third energy. That's a nobody that someone's jealous of. But I was getting before that I was getting loads of energy about not just jealousy but like impersonation, confirmation. So it's like the energy of someone really famous who has loads of fans, has already got a platform, very visible and stuff, but they're robbing someone who is not very visible. They're really jealous of, they stalk them, that kind of thing. So stalk them, rob their art, that kind of thing. So it's like someone who's really famous. So obviously this is not for everybody. This is not for everybody. I've got the Lightseas Tarot. Yeah, don't make energy fit that's not for you. But let's just see what the cards have to say about it. So it's like someone who's I don't know, we'll see what the cards say, but they're obsessed with someone who's not famous, like impersonating them, stealing their work. So it's like they've got loads of fanfare and loads of attention and stuff, and all they care about is stalking and impersonating and trying to be this nobody. Like they're inspired by this nobody and wanting to be them. Baby, this is what you came for. Lightning strikes every time she moves. Everybody's watching her, but she's looking at you. King of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, Eight of Swords, and the Page of Wands. Yeah, that's this energy. So it's someone who's in the creative industry, but they're trapped. They're not very creative. Like they're not very creative at all, and they're creating bank off someone else's stability. Cannot make this up. Everybody's watching her, Baby, this is what you came for. And it doesn't have to be like just like one stalker, for example, like one celebrity stalking a nobody. It could be like what I've been talking about on my channel, where it's like AI tech companies, that kind of thing, who call themselves like, they're in like innovative industries or creative industries, but they've got like, there's nothing comes through that. They can't channel anything creative, like they're not creative, they don't have any ideas, and like they're trapped in situations. So they're trapped in situations where they've got they've got to make money, um but they're making money off other people's stability. And you might not even have a lot, kind of thing. You may or may not have a lot, whoever this is for. My nose has started running as the cameras come on again. Just 1 second, please. I just blew it as well. Like, I don't know why that happens. Yeah, this is a specific message, so you'll know if it's for you. Energy is masculine, feminine, distorted, or balanced. So it's like this, whoever this energy represents, this Page of Wands, it's almost like they've just gone ahead and done something. Like they've gone ahead, got themselves into a situation without really thinking things through. They don't have the means themselves to produce the goods. Yeah. So now they're stealing someone else's energy. They're stealing someone else's energy. Who's literally nothing to do with the situation. I channeled another Calvin Harris song as well, but it's the one with Haim. I don't really know the words, but it's the one that's like, I pray to God. Let me just look it up. That was yesterday. I don't know what it is about Calvin Harris. Like, you could be a DJ. Take that if it resonates. Yeah, pray to God, I just don't know anymore. Pray to God, yeah, it's that song. I'm not gonna sing it. I just don't know what significance that is, though. Maybe it's just the Calvin Harris thing. The fact that you might be a DJ. Because this is about like someone wanting someone back. That might be a completely different channel message. We'll see what happens with it. What is this? So it came out with loads of cards. I'm just going to take the ones that were on the top, which was the High Priestess and the Ace of Wands. Yeah, this is again like someone's channel, can't speak. Someone's creativity, someone's channeling their own ideas and creating them, putting those back. Yeah, I think the message from that song coming through is just the fact that it could be a DJ specifically, but I mean, don't take that if you're not a DJ. Tell me more. Because whoever this creative person is that they're a clear channel. They're very creative. That is very, very, very creative energy there. And they're stable. They're very rooted. So they're rooted in the creativity. And they love what they do. What's that behind? The Chariot. They love what they do. They have good momentum doing it. They're always taking action towards their creative endeavours. They've always got good flow, good motion. And with it being the Chariot and the Lovers, which is major arcana, it's divine. It's a divinely guided craft. Eight of Wands, yeah, they're just always flowing, always creatively flowing. But this very immature and not creative energy, who's only obsessed with money, just can't stop stalking them. Just literally can't stop stalking them. You may or may not know that you're being stalked like this, but I think for whoever this message is for, you do know. I think the majority of you do know. You'll know. Because if you're this creative, you can sense shit. What's that? Page of Swords. Yeah. You're tuned in. You're always you're always generating ideas. You're always generating something new. You're always keeping stuff fresh, generating something new. What's that? Three of Cups, King of Wands, a Knight of Wands, sorry, and Five of Cups. Yeah, whoever this person is that's just interested in robbing money, they're just engaged in loads of frivolous activity that's just left them like not fulfilled. Like they don't have any flow. They just expend all their energy in like lustful situations. Like just they don't have control of their own energy. They don't have control of their own flow. They haven't mastered their own energy. Six of Swords. Six of Swords. So normally I would say that this is like a card of like tranquility and peace and calm, but I'm seeing the storm here. And this is like this person's just constantly in the storms, in turmoil of their own making, and that's how their energy is just expended on creating chaos all the time, and they generate money. They can't generate their own money off their own energy because they're always in chaos. So that's why they're stalking whoever you are. Confirmation. To siphon your energy. Because they're not grounded at all. They're trying to ground themselves through your groundedness. Because you're all like, although like, you're like a conduit to like the universe, and you channel um cosmic energy and channel that into your creativity. You're also very rooted and grounded in the earth, and that so it's not like you're just like all woo woo and like um not present on earth. You are very, very present on earth, very grounded and rooted on earth. With this person, they're not in touch. I mean, you would think with this energy that they ought to be um in touch with something higher, but they're not. They only care about money, and they expend all their energy on very lustful, wasteful endeavors. What's this? 7 of Pentacles and 7 of Swords. I'm just take the top one. Yeah, they steal other people's harvest. 77 could be significant. I don't know what that number means. They literally start stealing someone else's harvest. They make the money by stealing someone else's harvest because they don't have their own harvest. They don't have patience for their own harvest, for working on their own harvest. I don't know why my throat's getting all dry. They could be doing spells on you, so you stop talking about, if you're talking about what's happening to you, they could be doing spells on you to stop you from speaking out. If you're aware and you're speaking out. Because my throat's just all of a sudden gone so dry. Yeah, Devil and the Star. Yeah, this is someone that's trying to cloak. You're a star, and this is someone who just wants to live in their vices and wants to cloak your energy and claim it as theirs for financial gain. So what's going to happen now? Do I get another deck? So what is the collective supposed to do about this? The Fool. You're going to have a new beginning. You're going to have a new beginning, and you're going to fight for your freedom. But tell me more first. Tell me more, please. Tell me more, please. Tell me more, please. Queen of Wands, the Wheel, and the Ace of Cups. So you're going to be guided. You're going to be guided intuitively, because cosmically everything's in your favor of how you can take inspired action to liberate yourself. This person who's resonating with this message, you're obviously very psychic, very intuitive. You channel, you're creative. So you're like accustomed to being in tune with your own feelings and reading them. The Moon, yeah. It's just you just need to focus on staying in your feminine energy, and that's how you're going to overcome this. That's how you're going to see what's going on, and you're going to feel your way out of the situation. You've got your confidence back as well if you lost it with the Queen of Wands there. Queen of Wands is very confident. Knight of Swords, yeah, and you're going to be getting the heck away from whatever this is. You're going in the opposite direction to this. This is going to be no more. Let me just get another deck. 1 second. Got so the one I just used is the Light Seers for anyone interested and doesn't know, and this is the Golden Universal. I can tell, like, the people from personal experience, it's not flattering. Seeing someone's work is not flattering. It's a fucking liability. It's a massive liability. It's a drain on someone. Like, yeah, you're gonna get karma and compensation. I don't know what time frames, but that's literally shit's coming in, and and karma and reparations. Is there anything else you want to say? Because I feel like that's the end of the message. What's this? Yeah, harmony. You're gonna get balance back. 6 of Cups. You're gonna get balance back. You're gonna start to feel a sense of balance at home, balance in your community, balance in relationships. You're gonna start to, if you've lost trust in your surroundings, you're gonna start to build it back. King of Wands. This is a person. This is a person. Could be a fire sign, but it doesn't have to be. It could just be someone that's a leader, very charismatic, very articulate, knows themselves, confident. That could be coming to bat for you. Passionate leader, and also the King of Wands is spiritual. It's like the spiritual king of all the kings in the deck. 5 of Cups. Tell me more. Tell me more. Why is this here? Why is this here? That's quite a lot. Knight of Swords, 9 of Swords, and the Knight of Pentacles. This person's coming to bat for you. This King of Wands, and they're gonna be causing grief for someone. They're gonna make it their mission to absolutely annihilate whoever it is that's been doing this, and to give you your stability back. I think I'm gonna leave it there. That's funny. Yeah, that's funny. I'm glad that it ended well. I know when you're stalked and stuff, it's just really not nice. It's really not nice, and it's just weird when people who have fans or have lots of financial backing, that it's them that's doing it. Like, for me, it's tech bros, like literally billionaires, tech bros. It's fake billionaires. It's nutty pedo. It's foreign agent orange of flatulence. It's people. Leaders on the world stage. They're my biggest fans. They're trying to stop me from living my life. But yeah, it like, and it's you'll only know, like I said, if you are going through something like this. Don't make it fit if it's not. Um, yeah, it's just your energy is very balanced, considering. Very balanced. Like, look at that. Look at that. You can't make it up, man. King of Pentacles, Seven of Wands, High Priestess, Ace of Wands, Chariot, and the Lovers. That's your energy. And the Queen of, let me get it. And the Queen of Wands. And the Star. And the Star. And you just, and like, and you, like, despite what they're doing to mess with you and stuff, you're still keeping it fresh, keeping it new. You're still free spirited. Like, I just don't understand, man. But yeah, thanks for being here, guys. Please like the video, help me out, do the free things, please. I'm super doxed out here. I don't put hashtags or anything on any of my videos. So if it found you, you got through a whole heap of restrictions, and there probably is something in it for you. I'm a poet, primarily. I'm a lot of things, but my main craft is poetry. So please check out my poems and my music and art out here, poetry art, which I'm posting more often than readings these days. Foreign Agent Orange of Flatulence and Co. and loads of, they just stalk people who provide reading, do readings on here and twist energy and stuff for themselves, but it doesn't really work anymore. All the backfires keep hitting them. So I've been guided not to post everything. But things like this, where it's a channel song and it's like a clear message for creatives and stuff, yeah, they can try and try and twist that energy for themselves. See how that goes. I'm just rambling now. Please do the free things. Please check out my projects. Got GoFundMe's for all my projects. I've got more, but I've only created 3 GoFundMe's. It's just all the things I've been doing in isolation while my finances have been blocked. That's all, really. See you in the next video. Bye.